Now, language and word alone are not going to enlighten you. But they can be useful. The teachings are not the enlightenment, they're about it. So the process of enlightenment or waking up is maybe mysterious, but it's moment to moment. It's not a because of something necessarily, and it doesn't necessarily cause anything. It's not because, it's not cause. And so what the Dharmas train you to be part of is this openness. Perhaps for many people the best condition for the potential of the flesh of enlightenment to show up, in their case. And it's in the snap. The shock of the snap, say the piercing of time into the moment. Boom. In the space of the before and after, there is this awareness, but this sudden sharpness, piercing of consciousness that has something to do with what is called enlightenment by flesh. The sudden glimpse.
So then, would if somebody was progressing in their practice, should that be a continual opening? Would you call it that?
It's how one relates to the moment. So there are symbols that are used, there are concepts that are used, right? Spiritual nature, Huda nature, Buddha nature, Christ consciousness, and so on, straight throughout the traditions. These are symbolic items that are, or devices, words, that are used to bring your attention to what the symbol represents as something both within you and outside of you. If we're talking about a statue of the Buddha or something, or the cross of Jesus on the cross, symbols. And then what they represent is what can either open you more to whatever enlightenment is, right? And that means entering the point of wholeness, openness, surrender, selflessness, heartfulness, all of these other words that come into it. And people will respond differently depending on their culture to the same word, because they're in a whole different reality. So you can use the word God, you can use the word this, that, or whatever, and some people might have an altered state because of it. Some people's brains will undergo a certain modification of wavelength because of it. Others will have a recall of something related to that in their own case, maybe in their early life, where they had some episode. And that episode, as either something casual or shocking, can have significance in their effort to practice being enlightened. And then altogether they have this boom. And it may just be a moment, a flash. And in that moment come into the reality of what awareness is, free of things and beings. And that awareness could be what some would call nothing. Emptiness, light, only light. Simply, utterly, just light. Which then for some people will equate with silence. Inner space. Higher consciousness. Samadhi. Meditation. Absorption. gone.